Hey guys, it's Jack from Mx5 Modified, and today I've got another interior mod I'm going to be doing. It is the RevLimiter gauges. These ones are the SunStorm. I've got it in all the for the NC1 because mine's NC1 with speed scale and being a manual as well, so it's in the UK spec. I'm also going to be spraying the silver surrounds in matte black, and I've also got a red Sharpie to do the needles in as well. So this is going to be a bit of a how-to guide. This is the first time ever really doing it, so I hope you enjoy. So this is going to be easy for me because I've got a quick release steering wheel, so it's not going to be getting in the way. We need to take off this casing, which is, I think it is 1, 2, 3 screws on the underside. Okay, so there's 3. There's one here, and then further to the front we've got another 2. Now they've all been taken off, this should all just come apart. Top piece. There's another piece you need to remove, this bottom section here, that just clips out. The dome also needs removing, that just pops out. Then we've got 3 screws, got 1 in the top and then 2 from the underside that you need to get. So we'll start off by taking the top one out first. Posi drive, screwdriver again. The other screws are behind here. Don't know if you can see. You'll have to go from the underside, and right about there you have to go from the underside, and there's a screw there, and it's the same on the other side as well. A screw about here, there, then you go in from the underside as well. So you'll need a longer screwdriver for this. One, and this should just come out. At the back there's 2 plugs that you need to take out. There's one there and one down at this side. And you've also got to take that clip out as well, that's holding the wires in place. And there we go. Now it's time to go inside and do all the painting and the rev dials and everything inside. Very nice, clean environment. So now we have them removed. First of all, I'm just going to take off this red ring that I have put this on a while back. We just wrapped. So what you need to do next is there is 4 screws that need taking out with a posi drive. So now they've all been removed, you can remove the backing just like that, and then it leaves it like this. So you need to remove this flap first. Install that safely. And then you'll see that around there's these clips where it clips on. Use anything, flathead screwdriver. I'm using this little piece I've got for removing the interior panels, I think, or it might be for wrapping, and you literally just need to pop it all off. There we go. So what I'm next going to do is I'm going to set this to the side. And then what I want to do is I want to remove these silver rings, make it much easier for painting. And the way to do that is on the back. It's held on by some plastic welds, so you've got to scrape it all away, all the welds, and then it should come off. So it's going to take a bit of persevering, but we should be able to get it off. So what I found to work quite well is if you put a flat piece you've got in and kind of move it round, you can sometimes pop them off. And then you'll see the plastic welds that will pop off. So now that should do it. And you'll be able to see the little holes of where it'll fit back in. And on here, where they'll go in, and then I will just super glue them. We also want to remove the glass. And there we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand it down with I don't know what to do, whether to do it with like 120 grit or 200 grit. Then I'm going to primer it first, and then I'm going to spray it with matte black. I would clear coat it, but I don't think I really need to, so I think just the matte black finish will be quite nice. I'm not going to bother showing me spraying the rings because it's dark outside, so you won't be able to see anyway, and I'm doing it in a tent outside. But I've done other videos of spraying stuff before, so you can always go and check them out if you need any help or advice on it as well, and just let me know. What else came with the rev dial set as well is comes with some gloves that you need to use when handling the rev dials. Also a cloth for cleaning the dust off as well. Cute little like placemat there. I got 2 stickers as well as information on what you need to do, and this to do with care of it, and it tells you the website as well where you can actually follow the instructions, because that's what I've done before this. I've gone through the instructions, and I've also watched the YouTube video of people doing it, and of course the thank you letter. The level rings have been painted. Now I'm going to remove the needles and then put the new rev dial in, and then put the new needles back in. So what you want to do with these is you want to spin the needles counterclockwise, and you'll feel it. Yeah, it loses. It's got a bit of tension behind it. Then it goes, and then keep spinning it. And what you want to end up doing is spin it with the middle piece. Don't spin it with a needle. Spin it with a piece in the middle. Keep spinning it, and then you want to start lifting as you turn it gently. You feel it slowly coming up. Just like that. We're aiming to not remove the metal pin that's inside. So if you remove that, it's a bit more of a nightmare because you've got to be able to put the pin back in. Now there is instructions on the website if that does happen, but just remove your needles and then just work your way around. So you'll feel it, because that one I was practicing on, that's why it won't be easy. So you'll see it moves freely, then it stops at the 0. You want to go past the 0, it takes a bit, and then it just keep twisting it. Keep twisting it and slightly pulling up at the same time. Just take your time with these. There we go. Another one. See that one moves freely. we go. See it move through it, and then it stops where that line is, because that is the marker where you're going to put it back in place. Will sometimes take a bit of force. There you go. Go. And this one, this is what I was doing. I was going clockwise with this one. Because of course this one runs anti-clockwise normally, while all the rest go clockwise. That's right. Yeah, all the rest go clockwise. Yes, it's this one that goes anti-clockwise. Oh, and also just be careful of these, because these are very fragile, so just make sure you keep an eye on them and don't think about them too much. The gloves that are provided, it recommends that you use these from start to finish when you're touching the rev dials. Old ones out. And having new ones in. There we go. Now these are in. When redoing the needles, what you want to do is just put them on slightly. And then do them in a clockwise direction until they reach the point where it stops. And then send it back. And now you can see that it stopped its reach resistance. We'll turn it a bit more. So it's exactly on the zero. Do it again. Yep. It's exactly on zero. And then with these three, you want to go to where the grey marker is, just below the low mark. Then let row 3 again. Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. And run straight. There we go, that's them all running free now. And Now that one's catching, so I'm going to have to redo that one again. Just lifting it slightly. There we go. They're all on. I'm happy with how they've all turned out. You got to push these ones down enough for the reach over to a little stop, so it won't spin all the way around. So everything's up perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Sharpie. I'm going to paint in. I was going to do the full thing, but I might just do the see-through bits. Yeah. So that's the needles all done. I really do like the red. So now I've just got to finish off painting the rings and then I can put it all together and refit it. So we're back the next day and the rings have been painted and now they're nice and dry. Let's go with the matte black. I really like how they look and it turned out quite well. So what I need to do now is refit the glass back into this and then connect it all up, and then I'm going to super glue the tabs from the back. So what I need to do is, so I don't want to damage this, put that down. So I need to put all the glass back. And I'm also going to do is I'm going to clean the inside of them with some glass cleaner. So once this, okay, so now they're all nice and clean, it's time to put this back on. There we go, that looks alright. What I'm going to also do is going to clean the outside now, just to make sure there's no smudge marks or anything. So what I'm going to do now it's actually in place, and I'll just make sure that it's clipped in everywhere. It looks like it. So what I'm going to do is tip it upside down, and now I'm just going to put a couple of dollops of super glue on where all the clips are from where I've had to snap off. I think I heard there's 14. And now that's dried and these are done, what I'm going to do is lay this back down. Because it's going to need that's them all clipped in. And what I can do is next is going to refit the backing plate and then screw it all up. I am chuffed to bits with how this has turned out. I'm really liking the black surrounds. I'm trying to get rid of all the silver in the car, so I've still got the handles to do in black and the speaker surrounds on the door. So I need to get rid of them, all that silver as well. But now all that's gone and it looks epic. Thank you very much, Sam, for buying me these. I'm really chuffed how they've turned out. So yeah, now to go and fit them in the car. So connect the clips in first. And then you want to slot in the bit at the top and then push it down. Put the first screw in at the top. And then you've got the other two screws to hold it in place from the underside, which are a bit of a nightmare to see. Then that's that in. The hood cowl can go back on. And now we need to put these two bits back. I just left this bottom piece dangling, so pull that down. There's another 3 screws. This other bit down the bottom. First start up. So fuel gauge works, temperature gauge works, and oil pressure gauge works as well. And then I'll test out the speedometer later on. Don't know if you can see it, but the lights do work. I'll get one at night as well. But I love them. They look great. Then I'll turn the side lights on. Oh, look at that. Just like to say a big thank you to Sam for getting me these. They've been on my list for ages of stuff I've wanted, and I just haven't pulled the trigger, and they were a really nice surprise in getting them for me. So I absolutely love them. So thank you very much, Sam. And a big shout out to RevLimiters, because the quality of them is amazing. I couldn't ask for any better. They look perfect. And the instruction manual that they gave is really good as well. Goes in real depth of what you need to do to be able to take it out and be able to put it back in. And what to do with all the needles, because that's what's scaring me at first with the needles, taking them off and not pulling out that little metal pin. But it wasn't as hard as I thought, so if you're planning on doing these, I'd definitely suggest give them a go. Get yourself some, because they do look great, and I think they really do smarten up speedo gauges. So thanks a lot guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.